Good morning, student. I am Mr. Nitin Rawal as your class teacher beside being your subject teacher. Welcome to online class. So please be attentive for today's lecture.
Yes, student, we are continue learning noun, grammar lesson noun. Here is its one sub-pattern part. Here in this table we will learn how to change the singular noun into plural noun. Very first, noun and its kind we have learned already in the previous lecture, but now this time we are going to learn how to change the singular noun into plural noun. Let us understand first of all what is singular noun and what is plural noun. The noun that denotes only one and one thing, that is always singular noun, and the same noun if it is in more than one number, that is plural noun. That means singular noun stand for one thing, plural noun stand for more than one thing. So to change all those singular noun into plural noun, there are particular rules in English grammar. So here we are to learn these particular rules, how to change singular noun into plural noun. So here very first we have the common understanding of rule. By adding s to the noun, we can change singular noun into plural noun. So most of the noun that take an s to form plurals noun. So here, especially all these example in other side given, you can see got change into gods. That means as a singular noun it is a singular god, but as a plural noun it is gods. It means more than one. Left side it is a single noun, that is a single god, whereas the right side it says gods means more than one god. So concept is very clear now. Singular noun means only and only one thing, whereas the same noun in number more than one number, then it is always plural noun. So very first and foremost rule, that is common rule, if we add s to the noun, then it change into plural noun. Other example is, you can see there, the spell is bottle, singular noun bottle, B-O-T-T-L-E. When we add to the same noun s at the end, then it becomes bottles. It means more than one bottle. Next example, lamps. You can see here also, by adding s to the noun, the same noun change into plural. Left side is a single lamp, whereas right side they are number of lamps, that means more than one lamps. So common understanding for rule first is here, if we add s to the noun, then we can change the same noun into plural noun. Is it clear? Let's move to next rule. Here in this noun, any of the noun ending in s, sh, double s, ch, z, x and o takes es. This is a very particular rule. Most of the noun, if they end here in given the letters, that means s, double s, sh, ch, z, x and o. This type of noun takes es in the plural noun. Especially this rule stands for particular noun if their ending letter is among all these letters. If it is, then while changing into plural, we have to add es to the same noun, then the same noun will be a plural noun. Let us try to understand through example. So here see, very first is gas. Gas, here in this noun, s is in the end. As per rule, if we find any noun ending in s, we have to add es while changing into plural. One more, double s. Here noun boss is ending with double s. That's why while changing into plural, as per rule, we have to add es to the same noun. That means in singular noun it is a bo double s, whereas in plural noun it is bo double ses, as per rule. Hope you can understand. See here, one by one you can see. As per rule, we can understand if the noun ends in s, double s, ss, ch, z, x and o, while changing the same noun, we have to add in the end. Then the same noun will be plural noun. One more example, ending sh. So here again we have to add es. As per rule, ch, again es, z, we add es, x, we add es, o, we add es. These are the commonly understood rule for noun ending in s, double s, sh, ch, z, x and o. While changing the same noun into plural, we have to add. Is it clear? There are some exceptional. See, very next. The noun ending with a vowel o takes s. There are some exceptional case. It means here you can see o. Here nouns end with vowel. See, not single vowel but double vowel. Radio. Here radio. Here ending letters are double vowel. In that case, we have to add only s in this case. Whereas, upper table, here we found the o, but before it there is a consonant. That's why it takes in that case es, whereas here but this noun ends with o as a vowel, before it also vowel. That's why we have added here s to change into plural. Let's learn one more rules. Here noun ending with a consonant y. See here, if the noun ends in a consonant letter y, in that case we change y into I and add es at the end. So as per this particular rule, if we find y in the end of the noun, in that case we change y into I and es is added to that I, then the noun change into plural noun. As per rule, you can see example baby, b-a-b-y. So here ending letter is y and it is followed by consonant. That's why I change into I and then we have added es to change into plural. Same way, one more example, CT. Here ending letter is y and before y there is a consonant. So here as per rule we change y into I and es is added to the noun. Thus it became the plural noun. But in this rule there is one more rule, that is according to consonant and vowel. If y is followed, see as per next rule. See, y is followed by any vowel before it, that means then in that case we have to add only s. See here, word is given key, that noun is here key. Here ending letter is y, but this y is followed just before it there is a vowel. So in that case we have to add only s to change the same noun into plural. One more example is also given y, T-O-Y, but before y here O is there, that means as a vowel. So any noun if ends in y but followed by any vowel, then in that case we add only s to that noun changing into plural noun. For y we have a typical rule. In first case we can understand, see, if y is followed by consonant in the end, then in that case we change y into y into I and es is added. Whereas in second rule we understand that y is followed by vowel before it, then in that case we add only s to that noun and change into plural. Is that clear? Let's move to one more rule. Here one more rule is here. Many nouns ending with f or fe change f or fe to a v and es is added to the noun. So as per rule, this rule, if we have a noun ending with f or fe, in that case we change f or fe into v and we add only es to that noun. So here instead of f, while changing into plural, we change this f into v and es is added. Same way, next example, knife, knife. And here also fe in the end, we find fe in the end of the noun. So while changing the same noun as per rule, what did we do? Here fe change into v and es is added. Is that clear? So as per this rule, if we find any noun ending with f or fe, in such a noun f or fe change to a v and es is added to the noun. Let's learn one more rule. Here as per this rule, some nouns have the same singular and plural form. See, in English language literature there are an exceptional case also. There are particular nouns also, they stand singular as well as plural in the same form. So we have to be aware of all those singular plural noun, particularly follow like this way. So here for example you can see salmon. Here singular noun also salmon and plural noun also salmon. Deer. Here deer is singular, whereas in plural also it is a deer. You can see. So here this particular indicate a particular group of the noun, a number of noun, they are written singular and plural in the same form. But whenever we talk about any particular noun, whether it is singular or plural, but for example if we talk about the fruit is singular, but when we can say fruits, 1 kg fruit and 1 kg fruits, when we say 1 kg fruit is a single, but when we say the same thing 1 kg fruits, so in that case fruits contains many types of fruits, then in that case it becomes the plural noun. Whereas in first noun, that is 1 kg fruit, that means of the same type fruit, that's why though it is a number of piece there, but of the same kind, that's why it is a singular noun. So here as a sub part of the noun. Here today we are to learn about this singular and plural. So in this lecture we have learnt all these rules up to the level, so that we can change now onward any noun into plural noun. Now let's move to learn about the gender. Here this table is also the sub-pattern part of the noun lesson. In first table we learnt how to change singular noun into plural noun. Here we have to identify the noun as a masculine, feminine, common or neuter gender. So here this table shows about the classification definitions of the gender. See, before go through this table, we have a common sense that we know about male, female and common noun. Mostly we find any of the male animal or man, woman, then in that case we say, they are a masculine. It stands for M, man and woman. We have a two category in every case, whether it is man, animal, insect, anything you talk. There are two categories of gender, especially man and woman. So according to this table, as per definition, masculine means names of boy, man and male animals. Any of the boy name, any of the man name, any of the male animal is known as the masculine. For example, you can go through this side table. His column is given, that is son, father, drag, stallion. All these are the boy, man and animal, but they are male as per gender. Next is feminine. So next classification of the noun is feminine. We can identify. So as per feminine, name of girl, woman and female animals. Here what do we consider as a female? Feminine. All those girl, all those women and all those female animal are considered to be feminine. That means it stands for F. So here, for example, already given, you can go through this example and try to understand what is feminine. The difference between masculine and feminine is here. Masculine, that stand for M, and it indicate all those male dominate animals or men or boy, whereas feminine means all those girls, women and female animals. But apart from this masculine and feminine, one more noun is there, gender is there, that is a common gender. In that case, we sometimes confuse whether it is male or female, but such a gender is known as the common gender. Here, as per definition, see, names that denote either male or a female. We cannot understand as per the gender, the noun names, whether it is a male or female. For example, so you can see here, if we say he is a student without a he, that means student. But how do we know whether it is boy or girl? This type of gender is known as a common gender. Parent, we can say male or mother or father as a parent, not parents. Parent, our mother can be a part of parent, father can be a part of parent. Teacher, professor, conductor, so many are there. In that case, these kinds of gender are known as the common gender. So one more part of this table, that is a neuter gender, that is not in a masculine, feminine or common, that is of all those name that denotes only inanimate things, that is always non-living thing. To indicate non-living thing, we have to classify the same gender as a neuter gender. For example, see here, pen, pencil, bus, computer, car, school, what, blah blah blah. all these are the neuter gender because they are not in the table of classification of male, female or comma. They are apart from all these gender, that's why they are neuter gender. Especially, we have an idea, all those non-living things considered to be neuter gender. So animal names that denote inanimate things are always considered to be a neuter gender. So in this table we have learned as a sub-pattern part of the noun, that is gender, masculine, feminine, common and neuter. In previous table we have learned all the rules how to change the noun, singular noun into plural noun. So lesson noun consists of three part. Very first was in previous lecture we learned about the various kinds of the noun. They are proper, common, abstract, collective and partitive nouns. Next table we have learned about the singular and plural, and here very last table teach us the types of gender, and they are masculine, feminine, common and neuter gender. So students, here we end the lesson now, including all these three parts and sub part of the lesson. So you can follow the rest of the exercise as per your understanding, based on your understanding. Thank you. Thank you. Good day.